Good morning all. Tuesday morning now. I've got a bit to show you today. Just thought I'd do a quick introduction first. Just as Lewis is washing Ant's tractor off. Ant's now off for the rest of the week. Just as maize harvest starts, so that's ideal. Thank you, Ant. Flyn had a pretty smashing day yesterday. I managed to take the glass out of his door with while he was hedge trimming, which is obviously one of those things that can happen when you're hedge trimming, unfortunately. So that's just been replaced by small ridges. We thought it was going to be a quick job first thing, but we've just got it sorted now. So we're about 9:30. Flyn's going to leave the yard now. We were hoping to get on hedge trimming about 7:30. But he's going to head back there to that same job. We've got dung spreading going on, and there'll be a bit of ploughing after that, so I'll show you all of that. And I think potentially this afternoon maize harvest might start, and but yeah, we'll see. It may or may not. If it does, I might be on a trailer. So Flyn's just filling up with fuel for the day. Andrew's just getting his back window washed off. He's going to head down and grab his plough so that he can just plough this 5-acre field for a customer. So I mentioned today we had some dung spreading to do. It's only a small pile. It's got to be spread across 5 acres, and then Andrew's going to plough it in. So just getting the smallest spreader filled. Obviously, for those of you that's watched for a while, you'll know that the big spreader's still got some repair work to be done to it. We've done the first phase of that repair work. We've just got to put everything back together, basically. So we just fill this one up with the pile we've got. We'll watch Tony set off and spread it. And I know everyone likes a little dolly update. She's doing well. So we'll very quickly just follow Tony in. Watch him set off, see what he's up to. Show you all the field. And I'll be back down here later, and we'll catch up with Andrew. Thankfully this field's about a mile from the office, so just going to stand back while he starts off. I don't really want to take a stone to the grill. Yeah, it's a little 5-acre field. Getting some dung, and it'll be ploughed straight in. This is the field that we thought we'd wait until today, because yesterday it was obviously not the best weather. We don't want to make a mess going across the previous field. So bad news, it doesn't look like we will be maize harvesting this afternoon. Not through any disaster that struck, it's just the weather doesn't look like it's going to really play ball. And we need to do a bit of moving around of material at the silage clamp so that it can fit in. So the likelihood is that will start tomorrow. Once we do some of that. But yeah, the rain's just started again. But I've popped down here. We can catch up with Andrew. Andrew has just started ploughing. It's a sad day for him because it will be the last outing he has with his Kuhn plough. As the reserve's just been met in the online auction. So whatever happens, this will be the end for Andrew and his plough. So we'll catch up with that and then see what else we're up to this afternoon. So before we get to Andrew, I've had to pop down to pick Dad up, and while I'm here I just thought I'll flip in and see how Flyn's getting on. You can see the hedges that he did yesterday, and then this one in front of us that he's working on. He's just reaching in over to sort that one out. There's a bit of a grass verge. He is on just doing that side sweep, as you can see. So as I said yesterday, these hedges, they're getting fenced. The fields are getting fenced in, so the landowner wants them knocked back quite far, so that we can get they can fence in what they need to as close to the hedge as possible. So Flyn's taking his time over it and making sure he knocks them back as far as he can. But yeah, he's got a few days to do down here. I think they're happy with how it's going so far. Now that his door's back on and the glass has been replaced, he's flying again. So, seeing as I'm down here, obviously you can see behind me now what the yard would usually look like outside the grain store. The bins moved back over the other side of the door, swept up and cleaned up all around the dryer. The dryer is completely empty and washed down. So that's what Dad and a few of the others were down here doing a couple of weekends ago. It was a Friday afternoon actually, just so that everything's cleaned up, away, tidy, and we haven't got to worry about any of that now going forward. It's just a case of when we're down here, it is loading grain ready for that to be sold throughout the winter, on the premise that the price maybe gets a little bit better, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment, just waiting for Dad to get here so I can give him a lift back to the yard. But I thought I'd show you that everything was now clean and tidy, and the wheat harvest went off without any major hiccups this year, which is good. So I did manage to get back down to watch Andrew with the plough. He's only got this little corner of the field left, to get a good view of what he's doing there. You can see the ground is really dry, even though we've had a few pretty heavy downpours in the last week. It just doesn't seem to have gone anywhere in terms of getting into that soil. And as I mentioned, this will be the last time for Andrew using the plough, or this plough, I should say. He'll obviously still be ploughing as YouTube's favourite ploughman, unofficially. So where he's working now on this bit, he's obviously having to come down to this point, and there's no space to turn around at all, so he'll reverse back up and start again from the top of that section, finish it off like that. So we'll turn it off while he reverses, and then we'll give a bit of a view from above here. Just watch him turning that turf over. So we've managed to get it spread and ploughed in the same day, and this field will go back to grass seed shortly. So there's a few little clips of Andrew. I've got the drone up because obviously he's very close to finishing the field. Oh, nearly fell over. Yeah, only just got back here in time. Just had a nice little chat with Walter and Grayson Andrews, who came down to watch Andrew ploughing for a bit. Grayson was full of questions, bless him. He's big fan of farming, it would seem. He was telling me all about the tractors and implements that he's got. So we'll just watch Andrew on the bottom headland, and that'll be it for this plough. So he's there working that bottom headland, finishing the field off, and you can see there is absolutely zero moisture in this field. It's really dry. I can't imagine those birds are going to be finding too much. So thankfully I got there on time eventually to watch Andrew there finish that field off. So that'll be it for that plough. Like I say, it's met its reserve, so sadly going to be going. Yeah, Andrew will hold a minute's silence later, I'm sure, in memory. But yeah, that's a good job done, because it wasn't the easiest of ground to kind of get into. It could have done with a week's worth of rain on it, really, I'd have thought, but it's ploughed up quite nicely. And yeah, so that's going to be reseeded to grass in time. And I'm hoping now, after a conversation we've just had with another customer, that we should be able to catch Dad drilling some grass seed shortly, in that same field that we saw Harry ripping the tram lines out of last week. So fingers crossed, we're heading there next. So as I promised, the drill is out. Got the grass seeds here. Tony's put some in there. So the drill's out being loaded, it'll get calibrated, and then Dad's gonna head out. And once again, Dolly says hello. So I just had to quickly run Albus to the vet at the end of the day, but I knew that Dad was drilling nearby, so I've popped up to check on what he's doing. He's putting grass seeds in the ground, as I mentioned earlier. You see, he's currently just finishing off the insides of the field before he does his outside run. But thankfully I've got the drone up already, so I'll get that drone footage on here now for you. So here we are again. My timing was nearly off. It's just this last part of the field left to do, along with the headlands. You see Dad in the 410 pulling the Horsch focus again. We've found very positive results from drilling grass seeds with the focus as well over the last couple of years. It's yeah, versatile drill, as well as saving passes on certain crops. Is able to drill pretty much everything that we need it to, which is great. So get a bit of a view from a lower perspective, and just watch him do a couple of these shorter runs at the top of the field. See, there is a bit more moisture in the ground here, as opposed to what Andrew was turning over earlier, which was bone dry. This field's got a few pretty heavy downpours on it. We'll just watch him come back for one more. You can see these lines that have been ripped up by the Tirano, the tram lines from spraying the previous crop of wheat. That's what Dad's just drilling against now. That's why there's lines in the field, for those of you that didn't watch last week's video. now we'll just give you a little bit of an aerial view, just to give you a better idea of how the ground's being left once the drill passes over it. So thank you for watching. That'll be all for today. Yeah, last job of the day is Dad just finishing off this field, so he'll soon be done. Maize harvest didn't materialize today, unfortunately, and it looks like we're going to have some pretty serious rain this evening and early tomorrow morning. So whether we do get to crack on tomorrow afternoon or if that's going to wait till Thursday now, we'll have to wait and see. But it is imminent. We're soon there. So yeah, thank you for watching today, and yeah, thanks for all your support, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Cheers.